Okay. My reactionary take is that TikTok should be banned. I understand it's for the wrong reason, but the TikTok algorithm is a fucking scourge on the brains of our citizens. Right move for the wrong reasons. Also, I don't use TikTok and I still get plenty pro-Palestine content. I think that angle is overblown. I just showed you a Human Rights Watch article from December openly criticizing Facebook for literally systematically censoring Palestinian content. Okay? I'm sorry. They want to make this, they want to be able to, they absolutely want to be able to control TikTok in a similar fashion. That's it. Like, the national security angle is bullshit. The problems that we are talking about with respect to algorithms, with respect to data privacy, with respect to surveillance, all of those problems persist in every single social media platform. We have the American government, if they were responsible, if they truly cared about these issues, what would they do? They wouldn't try to divest, they wouldn't try to forcibly divest ByteDance from TikTok. They would try to regulate all social media platforms that enter the American marketplace. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because this has nothing to do with that at all. This, first and foremost, is about making money for a sector that has a lot of money and a lot of lobbying that's currently blowing up a little bit. In the simplest, most reductive terms, they don't like that the Chinese app is better than the American ones. That's it. 170 million Americans use TikTok, myself included. Democracy. You need to be locked up by Trump. You need to be held accountable and get locked up for committing treason against the U.S., you traitor. You're a traitor to the United States and you're committing treason. You need to be locked up. As soon as Trump comes in the office, you will be behind bars. Trust me. Wait, what? Why? I think it is unimaginable that this passes, like that there are people that want to pass this. It's ridiculous. Luckily, my goat, my king, Donald Trump, is against it, okay? No matter what that fucking dumbass in the chat just said, my goat, once again, 2 for 2. First, he nuked the immigration bill. Why? Because he's fucking woke secretly. MAGA communist, okay? He nuked the immigration bill, the right-wing immigration bill that Joe Brandon, Genocide Joe, wanted to push for, and now he's trying to stop this fucking TikTok ban from happening. He is my GOAT. 2 for 2, baby. 2 for fucking 2. Put those goddamn numbers on the board. Donald Trump 2, Genocide Joe 0. Woo!
Future is hanging in the balance in America because in the last hour, the House of Representatives has overwhelmingly passed a bill that would give the Chinese owner about 6 months to divest the app's American assets or face a ban. TikTok is one of the world's most popular apps with more than 170 million users in the US alone. So let's head to Washington. Let's head to our North America correspondent, Nomia Iqbal, who's been watching it. Just start, because I know we've had the vote in the last hour, but just give us a flavour of the sorts of contributions before they voted, because American politics is riven with partisan politics, but here there is much more bipartisan agreement, isn't there?
Bipartisan.
There was, and it was all very civilised and polite when various lawmakers were making their arguments in the chamber. As you said there, it was passed by an overwhelming amount. It was Republican leaders that really fast-tracked this bill through. So just to give you
Do you think ByteDance would actually divest? Fuck no. That's insane. What are you talking about? That's like $7 gazillion. What? Divest to who? Like, it is a ridiculous fucking bill. It's such a ridiculous bill. Like, maybe back in the day when America was the fucking top dog across the board and could like legitimately shut your access to the international market. And America can still do that to places like fucking North Korea. But we're talking about China. Like, come on, dude. They've already entered the marketplace. Temu is another one. They keep serving the hot sausages, the slop that the fucking fat hogs and hogalinas want in the Western world. You can't compete. They're beating us in our own fucking game, and we're butthurt about it. Straight up. Since fucking Deng, they've been doing this. Since Deng. And it's like, we're just so mad, but we can't stop ourselves because we love fucking eating the slop. So we can't stop it. We're like, oh, I love the slop. Please, what is going on? I can't stop this slop. I love it. I love cheap consumer commodities. I love it so fucking much. And guess what, dude? The Dengus Gambit was correct. I'm not a Dengus myself personally, but it was correct. It was. It worked. It fucking cooked Western labor protections and lack thereof, whatever remaining labor protections that existed. It cooked manufacturing, moved it over to fucking China. China developed tremendously as a consequence of that. And now they keep doing the same shit. They keep giving the hot garbage to the audiences that want it. And they do it better than we do. Why? Because, well, they have state backing. WTO report recently there, big match that Deng stays winning. China's approach to target industries for global market domination by Chinese companies using an array of constantly evolving non-market policies and practices. This is the funniest cope. America recognizing that, yes, if you do put the full-throated support of the goddamn government or a massive economy like the Chinese one now, then all of a sudden you can't fucking compete. You can't compete. We saw this a couple months back when the EU openly was talking about like how Chinese electric vehicles are flooding the European markets and cooking European competition. Republican admitted it on the House floor earlier.
Only impacted sites are those associated with foreign adversary apps, such as TikTok.com. It can never be used to penalize individuals. The text explicitly prohibits that, and it cannot be used to censor speech. It takes no position at all on the content of speech, only foreign adversary control. Foreign adversary control of what is becoming the dominant news platform for Americans under.
You can't do it, bitch. You can't. You can't do it. Okay? You can't. It's too late. It's too late. It's too fucking late. Shut the fuck up. Ultimately, people like it. And if the American project only works because we have our treats, then you can't take the fucking treat away. You can't take the treat away and make it worse, especially after you have radicalized entire generations against government intervention and corporations in perpetuity. That's it. That's my point. This is the Ron DeSantis moment. Okay? Ron DeSantis put the cart before the horse. He went crazy. He was like, oh, yeah, I love the woke stuff, the culture war stuff. We got to do that all the way, all the way. All the way until he fucking actually started using government intervention to attack a massive corporation, Disney. And the moment that he did that, everyone was like, whoa, 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 what the fuck are you doing? Chill. Now, Disney is an American corporation, so it's a little bit different. But the reception on moves like this from the broader American electorate is going to be very, very angry. In a way, it's not all that different from the hogs that were like, I need to go to Applebee's during the COVID shutdowns that never even happened. Okay? That's it. People love their treats. We don't have anything if we don't have our treats. And I don't think like some maybe young congresspersons understand that reality, or maybe they're too terrified of TikTok's influence that they're just failing to recognize that reality. Dang, imagine living in a mansion and the only pull you have is convincing people about how you're not a champagne socialist. You haven't done anything except inflame social tensions and ineffective means. You're the worst type of influencer. What? Stop reading this shit, Hasan. Holy fuck. It's always so funny when people come in and say this. Yeah, dude, I know. By the way, speaking of which, I spent last night, before I forgot to talk about this part, I spent last night talking to Teamsters. They successfully unionized at the Palmdale Amazon facility, and I am working with them right now on launching a fundraiser initiative. We're going to do like a whole day of live streaming and maybe some fun stuff with some crazy goals. One of them might be me getting a fucking CDL and potentially going along with an Amazon delivery driver. We might have to fake that part and doing a stream where I do a real job, a real big boy job. Anyway, so CDL, a commercial driving license. Speaking of things that I don't do regularly, that's another thing that I'm working on currently with the Teamsters. They're doing great work. They're unionizing. They're working on unionizing other facilities as well. And they need to put more. We're going to do this in the next month. They need more funds. They need more strike funds. So. It's so funny that even Gen Z DNC operatives like Hasan are so against banning TikTok. Yeah, of course. You know what it is, though? Like, how are you going to be such a hawk for capitalism and be so mad when someone does it better than you? USL for real? Dude, that guy's response to me being a champagne socialist is unironically the American response to TikTok being successful. They hate it when they see a player win. They hate the game, but they can't say they hate the game, so they hate on the player instead. Every motherfucker that comes in here to be like, Hasan, you're such a fucking capitalist, is just butthurt that I'm fucking cooking their asses and their entire goddamn lineage on this fucking platform while simultaneously not dropping my fucking values. Stop player hating. Go buy a factory. Suck my dick. Don't come at me defending capitalism before you get capital. That's it. Come on, big dog. Why are you hating? Why are you hating outside the club? You can't even get in. Where is your capital? And no, your bust down Honda Civic does not fucking count for capital. That's not capital at all. Okay? Get your money up. Then we'll talk. No, it's not a warehouse. This is Teamsters. They're the delivery drivers in Palmdale. Yeah, in the words of Pokimane, if you're a broke boy, just say so. You're just buying $1,000 shirts? Fuck yeah, baby. Is he actually justifying it? Why don't you buy a factory and evolve it into a co-op? Fuck yeah, dude. Guess what? I buy nice shit all day, every day. You know who doesn't have a fucking problem with that? Actual motherfucking labor organizers that are in this fucking community. Actual fucking everyday people that are in this community. They ain't chirping about it. They know I got their fucking back. You